What did you say? We have read your record. What record? The one that the police stole. You're a forgetful child. You don't remember. Everybody was here. Remember that. Don't you remember? You said, what did you say? Let me try to remember. We have read your record and your papers. No, you didn't say record, you said papers. Didn't you say that, Khadijah? And we don't find da-da-da-da-da in those papers. Now, how do you get my papers? And how do you get my record? You was telling me something about my father did something or other back in 19 something or other. You don't know my father, he wasn't even born in those days. You told the people that Imam Musa sold drugs and we didn't have no food. Well, that's not correct. Whatever your mama died of, if it was in the 80s, I've been at the Masjid since the late 70s. What are you talking about? The stuff you be talking about. It doesn't, you have to keep your stuff straight. You're the one that came out, our dear friend, which I'm glad you did because this helps bring stuff out. You're the one that called the police on me. In fact, just a second here. I wasn't going to mention this stuff, but I have this here. First of all, this is the property across the street that Mukhtar went down and sold. This is a big piece of property. That's 8,000 square feet. He sold that on, what is it, 628? 16, yeah, this is the grandee. He didn't have the right to do that. I have all the paperwork, how he did it, but he didn't have a right to do that. Let's look at this. This is a file of Alameda County. This one, what is this? It's seeking protection. Y'all were seeking protection against me, I guess. Let's see what you say. See if it sounds. I'm just going to read a little bit. I ain't going to read all of it. But you got my birthday right. Man, you got everything correct on me. Is that because the burglary at my house while I was in D.C., all of my papers were stolen? And when you would come talk to me, you would talk to me just like the papers last time, like you've read every paper and you know every fact. But with all of that fact, you know, the government and you, I said the government and you, y'all in harmony, but you know the government been going, he done went all the way back to the 1950s and haven't come up with nothing. But a big mouth like you, right? He done been all the way back to the 50s. So here's what y'all say. You want me to stay away. On August 22nd, that's the time y'all raided the Masjid, Clarence Reeves physically attacked both my wife and daughter. He grabbed and punched my daughter and slapped my wife as well, punched her in the chest and called her bitches. So what you filed, wait a minute, just let me. You want me to stay away from, okay, Clarence Reeves and 3 known dope addicts, friends as well as his son Terrell Reeves, set out to take over the Masjid and use force of injury. I set out to take over Masjid al-Islam. Now, this says, the state of California, that's the board of directors. It's another board of directors, the state seal. Now, here's another one around here with your name on it. Here you are. You went down and just signed your name. Because you can go down and get, it's a non-profit organization, you can get a piece of paper and you can write on there, see it says, statement of information, that you're on the board of directors. Look what it says right here. You ain't did nothing but steal money from the Masjid, run off with money. You're the only man in the United States that ever stole a zakat box and run off with it. Mukhtar, in front of everybody. Everybody know it. So Mukhtar Ali Mujahid, Saquila Mujahid, I guess that's you, and Kenneth Jordan, I don't know who he is, but that's the board of directors, and the CEO of Masjid al-Islam Incorporated is Mukhtar Ali Mujahid. And you can just submit that. Now here's why y'all was able to submit that. Because the police told you that you could do that you could go down to the state, you know, the Secretary of State, and we're going to take off his board of directors. Because they're going to file this with the board of directors. So then they take it out of the record. Because the board of directors is with all of this stuff. When you file, everything you file, yeah. See? Let's see what it says. Yeah. This is da-da-da-da. What does this say? Clarence Reeves. That's Aquila. Not Mr. Jordan. Not Mukhtar. This is August 10th, 1981. Then I just got a recent one just to make sure with the state seal on it. I got that January 7th, 2016. Well, all this stuff come with your name. I got one or two with your name on it. And with that, you went to our bank account and they gave you $100,000 from our account. You never put a dime in it. Money. The account we gave you for running things because we didn't give you a box just like we did. This is how you raise funds. You never raised a dime. But we gave you $35,000. $35,000. If I'm a police boy, I'm the nicest one you ever seen. Boy, I'm a nice police. And it don't make sense because I'm always going to jail. It's my grandson that's supposed to be dead, isn't it? It's my son that's supposed to be shot. Is that the way that I'm just so stupid as a police that I can't protect nobody in the family. And every time I go somewhere, the police is taking me to jail. Boy, I must be a really dummy. Let's see what, I'm gonna close here with what you said. Now you done told the police, you done went down and called us dope addicts. This is not the first one, this is about the fifth one you done signed. They were armed with weapons, blocking the doorway of the mosque. Begging, name, calling, cursing, pushing and punching. Of course we have our video thing. The only people's doing that was y'all. And them Arabs, them Arabs, y'all had all them polices. Y'all the ones had all the guns. We didn't have no guns. And then, here's what the police did. When we didn't react, after several minutes, then the police came and they made it a way for your friends, the Arabs and all those other gun-toting people, to run away. That's what they did. They never came and asked me nothing. I'm standing right there in front of the masjid. Let's see, the masjid. My wife and daughter were punched. That's again, you told them I was. Yes, Mr. Reeves and his thug friends displayed weapons, if this ain't snitching, and it's a lie. You think if we had weapons with the Oakland police, good God Almighty, in front of the witnesses, as well cursing words like bitches and holes. It should be, this is H-O-L-E-S, that's holes, not whores. You have to learn how to spell, boy. Look at it. Okay. I have, oh yeah, I have high blood, some diabetes, my blood sugar level raised high. This affected my nervous system and made me emotionally unstable due to Clarence Ream's physical and verbal threats. Now, this is the Masjid. This Negro, y'all done wrote this down on paper. And you calling me a tattletale. And week before last, silly girl, you keep forgetting. We talking about stuff, and you put a thing on there. I have read your paperwork. Anybody remember that? Yes. And it don't say da-da-da-da-da. The paperwork that what? That the government stole from me because I'm going out there. I got 3 sets of legal papers, right? And y'all steal it all and still got it. You still got it. Let me finish up here. Oh, this is it. I have this blood sugar. On September the 2nd, now I'll show you all that. I didn't bring it with me. But the deed to the property, I have a stamped seal on. It's dated September the 4th. Because I thought maybe they did something slick and the government gave them some paper. But remember, they arrested me on September the 2nd. So I went down to the courthouse to make sure, and I got stamped documents from September the 4th that says my name on all of this. On September the 2nd, Clarence Reams barricaded himself in the masjid. I'm in the masjid sleep. This nigga, I call Mukhtar a nigga, but not a bad nigga. But here's what you said. I barricaded myself in the masjid. Bang, bang, bang on the door. Who's that? It's me. I said, Mukhtar, go on with me, man. I'll talk to you in the morning. I don't want to be talking to you in the middle of the night. Bam, bam, bam. Who is that? Asked our police. We're coming in. I said, take it easy. What y'all want? Okay. So, again, I'm cursing, calling us bitches and punks and holes. You got H-O-L-E-S, there's a hole in the ground. You not only lie, but you can't spell. I can barely make out this chicken scratch here. Time to be as well as the numbers. Okay. We would like Mr. Clarence Reams to stay away from all Masjid al-Islam members and property. You want me to stay? My family, I fear for my life as well as my family life and safety. This man has international connections that are violent in nature. These people will stop at nothing to silence me and my family. Stop y'all from lying? It's in black and white. And then, you know, they file this, and if you don't go, they give them a judgment. So, somebody called me and said, man, you got that thing. So I had to buy a ticket. Then go there the next day. It cost $800. When I got to court, they didn't show. But I spent the $800. Yeah, thanks for the question, but You ought to shut up, Khadijah, because everything I say, I have paperwork to prove it. Everything I say, I have paperwork to prove it. I'm not bragging, but I've been in this movement longer than you are alive. Go somewhere besides your own living room and ask anybody about Clarence Reeves, Abdul-Alim, Musa, Big Hank, or anybody else. You know what they'll say? Yeah, when we was down and out, he helped us. That's my reputation. That's my reputation in California. I'm from Oakland. You can't tell nobody except other police is that stupid stuff. Don't nobody believe that. And as far as your information, you and those Arabs, all of your information is wrong. It's what the police want you to believe. And as far as me being angry with y'all, you can see the anger all over my face right now. I will help you, because y'all need help. Don't try to play like you don't need help. Last time I was there, a couple of months ago, Mukhtar looked like he'd aged 15 years. 15 years. He's only 48. He's got more gray than I do right now. Look at him. The man's face was contorted. And I told him, I love you. I don't like to see the government do y'all like that. You're not the last, but you're from an old style plantation Negroes. And we're going to help you, just like I told you. I told you, tell the people I told you that I was going to help you. Because your dear friend done studied and worked and prayed for decades. And we want to share this with you. Yeah, we want to share this. We want our people to know that you don't have to be a flunky, a slob, or a buffoon. You don't have to be. And you stick with us, and we'll help you out of that. You won't be having nightmares. And you don't have to worry about us. Now, people tell me that they just walk by and say boo, and you jump all across the street. When you come to me, you call me, cuss at me out, tough talk. But y'all are scared to death. Now, you don't have to be scared of me. Everything I say, I mean it. I put my hand on you or over you so won't nobody hurt you. I tell them you're not responsible. Just like when you get too young to pray, you're not responsible to pray. If you get too old, you're not. If you're sick, you're not responsible to fast. That's the way y'all are with mental. Not everybody knows it's true. All them people, Luqman, Abdul Malik, them, they talk about y'all like dogs. In front of your face. Remember Luqman says, well, you know, that's Mukhtar. As though you are a dog, a puppy. You don't have the ability. The only person that gave you a shot at anything. Everybody else had you picking up garbage. That's all Abdul Malik now gave you was garbage jobs. You were a flunky. Who gave you administration? Your dear friend, Imam Musa. Yes, he did. He's a good guy. He's a nice man. You cut his throat, you don't hurt him. He's used to it. You don't have the experience of good throat cutters. My throat been cut by the best niggas in the United States and white folk, professional, and it ain't never worked. So I leave you with this. We love you, and we're still going to help you. You need our help. We'll be out there soon. Stop on by and holler at me. Or call the police, whatever you, oh, no, don't call the police, call yourself. Thank you very much. Any more questions?
One brother Desmond, he did have a question in reference to the immigrant situation in America. He
The
wasn't
immigrant
specific.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let's look at the African American situation. The African Americans gave up their birthright. Not to, we don't say lead or to run nothing, but Allah brought us to Islam. And we inherited a mission. Remember? Civil rights, black power, black nationalism, or black nationalism, black power, BLA, Black Liberation Army, then Islam. So we came into Islam with that flair of movementism. Okay. I'll tell you what Sherman Jackson, is that Sherman Jackson? A scholar said at Howard. He said something to the effect that we have exchanged the white man something for the immigrant. In other words, we worship the white man, now we worship the immigrants. And remember the biblical rendition when it sent people into the promised land. The spies say it's the promised land, there's some strong people over there. Now the Bible says this, it's indeed the promised land. But we saw some big strong people over there. When we looked at them, we looked like insects, flies to them. And they saw us the way we saw ourselves. This is the key. There's a promised land. Same anywhere. This is America. Full of promise for us, for Islam. We see these people in this system as big, stable, everlasting. And we see ourselves as insects, as flies, as nothing. The system see us the way we see ourselves. That's the way the immigrant used to work in harmony and love with black people. But black people sold their birthright. Okay, now we have to teach the Negro, and we have to raise the consciousness of the immigrant community. That's we made reference to it tonight, that we have to help everybody come to the Islamic mission, not the personal mission of job and comfort in America. So, stick with us, and we'll constantly be moving toward the mission of elevating the immigrant and the indigenous community to serve the will of Allah and the mission that Allah has set out for us. So, is that about it? Okay, alhamdulillah, abdul-alim. Thank y'all very much. Okay, that's good. Okay, well, I'm really glad they asked that question.